Hey everybody, let's chat with Nobody Else's Auto. It is Toy Tuesday. We are live on Facebook, and we'll take a quick, just a little short delay here of a few seconds to let a few people jump on. If you're watching this later on, or if you're watching us on YouTube here in a little while after I repost. So we'll give it a few seconds, get a few people on, and then we'll get into some kind of cool stuff for tonight. So hang in there with us, and we'll take a few seconds here. We got people starting to jump on right now, so we'll get rolling here very shortly. So we've got some blue thumbs popping up since we're on Facebook. Great to see that. Glad to have you guys here with us tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Tonight we've got a little Texaco gas station. You look at the box and you look at the toy and you don't think it's all that old till you look at the date on it. Dawn, hello. Hey, thanks. We've got a comment and it popped up amazingly. Thank goodness. I've been fighting the comments on this page for the last couple of weeks. And I know some of you guys have commented and I haven't responded because it wasn't feeding me and I wasn't seeing them, so I apologize for that. So I'm glad to at least get the hello. Thanks, Dawn. At least I know that much worked. So if you guys are posting comments, I will sure try to catch them during the live. If I don't acknowledge it, I apologize. It didn't feed me and I didn't see it. I'll try to keep checking and keep my fingers crossed that it's going to keep posting. So anyway, we'll start off with the Texaco service station, and then I kind of showed you guys something here a few weeks ago. I've got tons and tons and tons of old, really early radiator badges. I thought we'd grab a handful out of that box and check some of those out. Terry's on with Rose Hill. Great. Wow, it's a relief to actually see comments popping up. That's awesome. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed things start cooperating. So anyway, let's check out this service station. Let's grab a handful of badges tonight. Let's have a good time. Anybody got any questions, throw them up there. As always, you got specific questions on vehicles or parts, just give me a shout after the fact. But obviously tonight's not really much about that other than just having a little fun with some cool stuff. So let's grab the phone here, hit the flip it around button, and start off with our Texaco Pocket Car Super Service Station. Now, you look at this box and you look at the graphics on it and say, wow, that's probably not extremely old. And, that's kind of what I thought the first time I saw it. Well, some of this stuff as far as what's old and what's not is relative anymore. When we flipped this box over, my daughter found this, and obviously she's kind of a Texaco nut, so it caught her eye immediately at the Wichita Swap Meet this year. 1981. And I know a lot of people say, well, 1981, that's not that old. 1981 is almost 40 years ago. So this is an in-the-box new 40-year-old toy. So as crazy as that is to think about, it's an old toy. Obviously, the box is still in pretty decent shape. Good graphics. Been pretty well preserved. The station here, the Texaco sticker has fallen off the sign. Just due to age, it lost its sticky. But it does have the Texaco sign that we're familiar with from that era, kind of like the one we just hung up a couple weeks ago. But basically, I mean, you look at the ramps and the platform and everything on this thing, and it looks essentially brand new. It has these little service stations here. They do say unleaded, so obviously that tells us something that is, obviously not an extremely old toy, but of course what's old is now relative when it's almost 40 years old. We'll take a look. It's still got the car wash rollers over here. And this was for Hot Wheel size type cars, I guess is the best way to put it. Had a little lift in the service bay. We'll see if we can get a good look in there. Even had graphics on the back wall showing tools and oil cans. We look in the other bay, had doors like to the office, and even had a clock on the wall. So kind of a neat piece. Like I said, it looks literally brand new. It doesn't look like it's ever had a very hard life at all. If it has been played with, it's extremely minimal, especially with these foam rollers to still be in the condition that they're in. And a few other pieces that were in this box, I don't know if they were part of this set or what. This is the same company, and this looks like almost a new piece also, with the little gas pumps. And they even worked or turned. So that was kind of a cool piece that was in there with it. And this other piece was not on the box either, but it is another plastic Texaco Fire Chief gas pump. So, kind of cool stuff. I like it. I dig it. And it's, like I said, age is kind of getting to be relative. What's old? Well, this is almost 40-year-old toy. So, kind of a neat piece. So it sounds muffled, but I'll try to speak up a little bit more and try to make that a little more clear. But anyway, there's the toy for tonight. So how about let's look at some badges. We'll grab the box here that we had out a few weeks ago. We'll just grab a few out of here and start checking them out. I love these things. I have boxes of these things. I hope you guys enjoy them too. I think they're cool, and I think they're really neat. So we'll just start right off here at the top with this big Buick badge. This was, I know 42 and I think 46 also uses this type of badge. Enamel insert, great color, pretty good sized piece, about the size of the palm of your hand almost. So that's a nice badge. This next badge is a really cool badge if you're a truck guy. A big Mack. This was a radiator badge for like a, I don't know, 20s or 30s era Mack. That's a cool piece. I really like that one. We got it next here. How about a Studebaker? Blue wheel type Studebaker badge with a white ring. And like I said, most of these were radiator shell badges from the 20s and 30s, so we can see on the back how that was pressed on. Here's one that we don't see very often or even hear much about very often, an Erskine. I believe this was also a Studebaker if I remember correctly. This one's got some scuffs and scratches in it, but a really, really hard badge to find and a really cool one. Once again, we can look at the back and see where it was pressed onto the radiator shell for that one too. So, what else we got? A big H for a Hupmobile. Hupmobile's something we don't hear much about anymore. Hudson. The Hudson Motor Car Company, Detroit, Michigan. Got to get some of the reflection off that. Once again, it's got the part in the back where it was pressed around the radiator shell. These have just such great colors and are just awesome looking pieces. Here's another Hupmobile. You know, seldom seen pieces anymore. And that's what's cool about these badges, is a lot of these companies don't exist anymore. Never heard a lot about them. Don't hear much about them at all today. So that's why I really like these things and really think they're cool. We'll catch a couple more of these yet tonight, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll save some more for later. We've got obviously plenty to do. How about this one? There's an Essex Super 6. Kind of a cool piece. That was a little chipped up, but once again, one of those manufacturers you just don't hear much about, you don't see much about. So these badges are kind of a sign of the times and something to remember and think about those old companies that we don't hear much about anymore. Oh, here's a good looking one. Nash. Don't want to sit flat there. Kind of a sunburst looking one. Black and white and coppery gold color. This one was a bolt-on piece, so a little bit different than some of the other ones that we've been looking at. And let's see if we can catch one more. Oh, here's a cool one. Plymouth with the ship on it. And a lot of these were, they were in enamel, kind of a porcelain type. They had great colors, great shines to them. Back in the day, a lot of the cars in the 20s, at least to me, they were so similar in design, they really didn't have much to make them stand out from a lot of the other manufacturers of that era, other than these badges and these identifying marks, because they were all basically the same shape. They all had basically the same configuration with the radiator out front and a grill shell, with swooping fenders, on the sides that ran down to the running boards. The designs were very, very similar at the time, so having bright colored, very distinct badging on the front of that car was really what made it stand out. So that's why I think they're cool, and that's why I love them. Obviously, we've got 100, 200 more to go. We can keep talking about it if you guys enjoy them. And like I said, just let me know. I do try to check the comments. I don't get them all, but I do occasionally try to check them. And if there's some stuff you guys want to see, some memorabilia, some toys, things we want to do on Toy Tuesday, that's kind of what Toy Tuesday's for, just kind of some fun stuff, cool stuff we want to enjoy and check out. And then we just like because of the hobby that we're in and why we do it. It's the memories, it's the history, it's thinking back and thinking about the designs and the evolution and how we got to where we are today. So that's what we're here for on Tuesday nights. And like I said, something you want to see, let me know. We did get a comment the other night about doing some gas pumps, so we can try to do some gas pumps. Maybe we'll try to work some of those in next week. I've got some of those in the shop next door. So whatever you guys want to see, whatever you guys want to talk about, let's just hang out and chat about it. Just let me know what we want to do, what we want to see. And because like I tell you in all these videos, it'd be pretty boring if I was sitting here hanging out by myself. So that's why I'm glad you guys are here. I'm happy you guys take a few minutes out of your evening to hang out with me. But it's about you guys as much as it's about me. If you see something behind me in the background or something in one of the other videos, you say, hey, let's talk about that on Toy Tuesday. Let's get some other memorabilia. Let's do some toys. Whatever. Just let me know. That's what we're here for, and that's why it's fun. So, as always, thanks for watching, everybody. It means a lot to me. I'm still surprised that you guys hang out a lot. Take time out of your night to hang out with me. Do I have a shop dog? No, I don't have a shop dog. We got plenty of shop cats. They kind of kept growing until we kind of got them all caught and fixed. But they were all strays that have showed up over the years, and we've got them all caught and fixed. So we've got plenty of shop cats. You've almost seen a few of them. There's a few of them that have tried to get in the videos. I managed to shoo them out of the way before they got in the middle of the camera. But so shop cats, no shop dogs. Got some dogs at home, but nothing here. So anyway, if that's it for questions, I'm just happy that they're working. I'm actually thrilled that comments are working for once. We'll go ahead and wrap up and get off here tonight. I know you guys have more important things to do than to listen to me jabber any longer. So, as always, thanks for being here. It's a lot of fun for me. Let me know what we want to talk about. Let me know what we want to do. And we will catch you tomorrow night on Nobody's Show here with... what we got? Stuff from the new yard again. What's coming up tomorrow night? Oh, last night we did a bunch of the Buick Roadmasters that we moved in from Dad's. Tomorrow night we've got some stuff in the new yard. 48, 49 Dodge pickup, 64 Chevy short bed pickup. So a couple of cool things on tomorrow night's video. Friday night is also some more stuff in the new yard. Some more Chevy truck stuff, I think. So, be sure to check those out. If you got any questions, give me a call. Stuff we want to see, throw it in the comments. And let's keep having fun. Things are about to start loosening up. Car shows are hopefully going to start happening. Drag racing is hopefully going to start happening. And we can get back to having a good time and enjoying ourselves this summer yet. So, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let's have fun. Stay safe out there. And we will see you tomorrow night on Nobody's Show. Thanks for being here.